This is episode 7 of Action Relay, and today I'm joined by two very special guests, Coast
Hello.
and Roger.
What's going on, everybody?
Hi. Today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that happened about 11 days ago. A little late on it, but I still think it's pretty fresh, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's get into it. They started with the 3DS, and it was a pretty short segment. First off, we got WarioWare Gold. This is, for some reason, the first time we're getting WarioWare on the 3DS. I'm surprised it took this long.
I mean, I can't complain. I'm a big fan of WarioWare games.
Yeah, it's been gone for a long time.
Yeah.
I definitely expected another WarioWare for mobile, but I did not think we were getting another one on 3DS.
On mobile.
Yeah, exactly. I think in general, I think we will end up getting a WarioWare game on mobile in the future.
I think Nintendo just wants to squeeze out the last of the 3DS that they could.
Mhm.
Totally.
And this game specifically is sort of like Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, where it's taking mostly old stuff but putting in a little bit of new stuff in there. Same team, so it makes sense. I wonder though, Mega Mix kind of felt like the last one. I wonder if this is the last WarioWare we're gonna get.
Nah, I doubt it. I feel like WarioWare is a pretty big franchise, and the only reason that was the last Rhythm Heaven is because the guy who does the music for Rhythm Heaven has throat cancer.
Yeah.
And so he's currently battling throat cancer, and so they can't do the game without him. But I agree with Coast. I think this is just them wanting to squeeze a little bit out of the 3DS, and I think we'll get a Switch one for sure.
Yeah, with the Switch capabilities it has, it's a great setup for WarioWare.
Yeah. HD Rumble, the controllers that pop off, motion control, the IR pointer. There's a lot of really interesting stuff in the Joy-Cons I think they'll take full advantage of for a WarioWare eventually.
Yeah. A lot of these games just feels like they're trying to squeeze what little they can out of the 3DS left. Next up was Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers, which is the third Dylan's Rolling Western game. And I don't play these, so I don't know anything about them.
I played the first one. The first one was fun, and then I just never got into it.
People wanted them for Smash last time, so I felt like he was a popular character.
Yeah. I think people like the character more than they actually like the games.
Oh, definitely. I like Pushmo. Pushmo was the one I liked. Dylan and Pushmo, I think, were the big two eShop on 3DS games.
And this
now too.
This Dylan game got a demo for it too. I don't know if it's out yet. I think it comes out mid-May or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm probably gonna try it out just because this one looks really nice with the animations that it had in the trailer and all.
Yeah, I might try out the demo too. This also had you can play as your Miis.
Yeah.
You can put your Mii faces on animals.
Yeah, well, they got to go somewhere with the Miis because they're going to get cut from the next Smash. So
yeah,
they're gone. They're super gone. But that's later. Next, they announced they're skipping Partners in Time and going straight to Bowser's Inside Story with another remake on the 3DS.
This one I wasn't a big fan of.
You didn't like Bowser's Inside Story?
I found it okay, but just the fact that there's another remake, and it's what was it, Bowser Jr.'s story or something like that?
Yeah, it was a Bowser Jr. side story.
Yeah. I feel like they could have done a little bit more, maybe even just gone out and just made a new game, but I can't complain, HD remakes are pretty decent, especially when it's a case where it's from the DS to the new 3DS.
Yeah, I care more about the Dylan's Rolling Western franchise than Mario and Luigi, so I mean, it's I'm the wrong person to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm over Mario and Luigi now. Paper Mario was always better to me.
Agreed.
It's still a great game, man.
Now, though, if you look at the recent Paper Mario games, I don't know if that holds true. So,
Color Splash was alright.
Yeah, Color Splash is alright.
Color Splash was certainly a pretty game.
Okay.
Something interesting about this one is that it's coming out in 2019.
Yeah, that's probably going to be one of the last releases maybe for the 3DS.
Why?
Yeah, did you guys think it was weird that they announced it this early? I feel like this is something they could have announced in November. Yeah.
You can't hype this game up anymore.
Yeah.
There's no other information you can.
It's gonna be like Far Cry 5, where you think it was already released, but they're like,
Far Cry 5 isn't out?
Nope, Far Cry. I'm pretty sure Far Cry 5 is still not out yet.
Wow.
Let me look it up real quick. Actually, Far Cry 5. Let's see when it's out. It comes out March 27th.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought they came out a long time ago.
Exactly. That's what that's the problem with announcing something so early. People just forget about it, and they're like, "Oh, that was released. I thought it came out a while ago."
Oh my god. All right, Far Cry 5. Luigi's Mansion remake was the last thing to be announced for 3DS.
Yeah, this made me sad.
Same.
So this seems to be just them capitalizing off the Dark Moon engine on 3DS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It looks bad graphically and animation-wise even.
I feel like it's just the problem that, like, not porting, but translating the Luigi's Mansion game onto 3DS is going to have difficulties. And I feel like if they just put it on the Switch, it would have been a lot better. A lot of people would have been more excited.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I felt the same way when this got announced. Like, I remember watching that even like when I was recording my live reaction and being like, really? Like 3DS?
Mm-hmm.
And hearing everybody else complain about it. But then I thought about it, and Dark Moon did really, really, really well on 3DS.
Sadly.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense for them to want to put this on that console.
Well,
and at the same time, while I would love to see Luigi's Mansion, the original game, in HD on the Switch, I would rather they just make a new Luigi's Mansion game.
Oh,
and I feel like if they just
that's a really good point.
Right, like I feel like if they would have released this on Switch, we would have had a much less chance of getting a real Luigi's Mansion sequel on the Switch. I think they would have just released it as an HD re-release, and that would have been it. And I feel like now, maybe not this year, but maybe like next October, I could see them release like a real Luigi's Mansion sequel.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't like too upset over it, because I was like, oh, maybe they're just saving the Virtual Console Luigi's Mansion release, or they're just gonna make another Luigi's Mansion.
That too, yeah. They could do GameCube Virtual Console.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I want to backtrack. Dark Moon isn't bad. I just don't think it's as good as the first.
Oh, I don't think anybody thinks it is.
I feel like it did well because it was a release title.
Yeah.
And with Luigi's Mansion coming out so late in the 3DS's life cycle, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to gauge how well it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, it's Luigi's Mansion, yeah.
And so this is our 3DS support right now. This is ports, remakes, and eShop titles. It seems like that's all we're getting.
Let's keep it this way.
On 3DS.
I don't want new games on 3DS at this point.
Bring all the good stuff to the Switch, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. It seems Nintendo is going like all in on Switch right now.
Yeah. I mean, the 3DS had a good lifeline, you know.
Sure.
Good stuff.
It was a great system.
I still like it. Got my Pop-Tart. But yeah, that was a really quick segment. I think that was about 6 minutes of 3DS. Wasn't bad at all. Very, very well paced, just like the rest of the Direct. But after Luigi's Mansion, we went right into the Switch, and we started with Kirby Star Allies, which is out right now. And so there's not really a lot to speculate on because we have the game. But one thing we can speculate on is they announced that, much like most other first-party Nintendo games, we're going to be getting DLC. And so they've announced that we'll be getting 3 playable characters in the first wave, coming out, I think, next week? Either next week or very, very soon.
I think it's next week. It's like March 26th or something. Yeah. So it probably is next week.
Yeah, and the characters are Marks from Superstar, the Animal Buddies from Dreamland 3, and I think Gooey also from Dreamland 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And they did specify that this is the first wave, so I'm curious who you guys think we'll be getting in other waves.
It better be Adeline and Ribbon. I'm telling you, I want both of them. I love Kirby 64. Any way they could reference Kirby 64 is good in my book.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like those are the characters I would agree with too. Like those, like Kirby 64 is like one of my favorite Kirby games. So.
And Adeline could very easily just be a remix of the artist ability.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the character from the Kirby game where they have to make the ship again?
Make the ship again? Return to Dreamland? Magolor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we found Magolor files in the demo. It seems like he was planned to be playable, but he just didn't make it. So yeah, I could definitely see that being DLC. Other characters people want are Taranza from Triple Deluxe.
Oh, that's interesting.
And Susie from Robobot.
Oh, wow. Nobody has mentioned Prince Fluff?
I think I saw one person mention Prince Fluff. That would be cool.
I'm not a fan of Prince Fluff, dude.
I mean, I don't want him in Smash, but it'd be cool in this game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else they could possibly...
There's not too many characters floating around in the Kirby universe compared to like other franchises.
In terms of like friends, like obviously you have like a bunch of bosses.
I could see them throwing in QB from
yeah, like some crossover characters.
Yeah, I could see that.
That would be really cool. Oh, he would be so fun in that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe Samus.
That'd be
Samus would be insane.
She was in Dreamland 3, so
yeah, seeing Samus in that like art style in that game would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone else really. Who else was in Robobot? I can't think. No, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Escargoon from the TV show.
Oh my god.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
That'd actually be a really nice callback too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited for more DLC. Do you think we'll get other stuff besides new characters?
You mean like stages or modes or something?
I think that I don't want to spoil too much since you haven't beaten it yet, but they could very easily add new stages to the last world.
I would love to see, I don't know if this mode is in the game yet or if I haven't unlocked it. Something I love from Kirby 64 was I would love to see like an HD version of Checkerboard Chase. That was like my favorite on Kirby 64. I would play that all the time. That's to this day one of the few multiplayer games that like I will put back in my N64 and play with people when they come over.
Yes.
So I would love an HD version of Checkerboard Chase.
New minigames would be very good.
Yeah.
Because the minigames they have right now aren't too great. Okay, so that's Kirby Star Allies. It's very, very good.
It sucks that in Canada I gotta pay $80 for it, which like
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm holding out. Maybe like a good sale will happen or something. But that's one of the games I really want to get on my Switch.
Next up, after Kirby Star Allies, they announced Okami HD. The HD version of Okami is coming to the Switch.
Nice, another console that gets Okami. I'm pretty sure Okami's on like 8 different consoles by now.
It's a good game though. I don't mind that they're.
I've never played it.
I think it's a good fit.
Maybe it's time. They announced that it's going to have touchscreen controls when you're playing portably and motion controls with the Joy-Cons when you're playing docked.
That's very nice. Like a nice feature to it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Definitive. After that, they announced that Sushi Strikers, the 3DS game that was announced back at E3, is actually coming to the Switch as well.
I don't know for what reason, but when it was shown on the Switch, I was much more interested.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because it's on the Switch, that's why.
Maybe that's just the reason.
Yeah. They announced it's going to have online play, I guess. Kirby not online, but this online, yeah.
Throw some sushi at your buds.
Yeah.
Did they announce anything else besides that? Did they announce like a collector's edition? Or am I thinking wrong?
No, I don't think there's a collector edition.
All right. Well, I'm not too interested in it still.
Yeah. It's got some cool characters.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't want to see him in Smash.
No.
That's just every outcome. I just don't want to see them in Smash.
Be a good assist trophy. Toss some sushi at somebody.
Do you think Sushi Strikers will do anything?
No.
What do you mean by do anything?
Is it going to be in ARMS? Is it going to be a Splatoon?
No,
I'll tell you what it's going to be. You know, remember Codename Steam?
It's going to be a Codename Steam.
It's going to be a Codename Steam.
Oh my god. Okay. After Sushi Strikers, we got more information on Octopath Traveler, including a collector's edition with a map, a CD, and a pop-up book, which looks really cool. And it's coming out July 13th, and it's called Octopath Traveler. They haven't changed the name.
I'm buying that day one.
Same here.
Do you think this is a big game for the Switch?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
For sure.
Do you think this is going to be bigger than Bravely Default?
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think it's going to hit the same audience as Bravely Default because it straight up looks like a Bravely Default game, and the battle mechanics are pretty similar. I think just being a new RPG franchise on a Nintendo system, especially one as successful as the Switch, is going to do well for it. But again, the 3DS was very successful at the time Bravely Default came out. So yeah, I think it'll do as well as Bravely Default did.
I don't think this is gonna fail in any way. It's made by Square Enix, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So another Square Enix RPG on a Nintendo console.
You don't think the graphics will turn people away?
No.
What the art style is awesome. Yeah.
It's also really not so much innovative, but it's definitely interesting the way it plays. So I think that's going to grab a lot of people into wanting to play it. I know a lot of people that want to play it already, so I think it's going to do pretty well.
All right. Next up, they talked about Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. I've never played a No More Heroes game. Have any of you?
Neither have I. I have not.
I love the No More Heroes games, and this looks like a piece of booty.
Oh, how come?
Well, because it's like mini games. It's like little mini action games.
Oh, so it's not like a true sequel?
No, yeah, it looks like, I don't know. It just does not look fun to me, which sucks because I love the No More Heroes games. I love Travis as a character, and I'm sure Shofu will say the same thing when we talk about it on Japan Time tonight because, yeah, it does not look like a traditional No More Heroes game, and I mean that in the worst possible way. Sometimes I think there's some third-party franchises that will change things up, and it doesn't really seem like what it was originally based on. This is not one of those cases.
So it's like
something that's worse.
It's like a way worse spin-off. Like they could have done a lot better.
Yeah.
When they first announced it, I thought we were going to be going inside indie games, but it seems like we're going inside made-up games.
Which is also kind of stupid. I think it would have been funnier if we went through a bunch of indie games.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go through Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
I was excited about that.
I don't think that's the case.
I thought this was going to be indie Kingdom Hearts. It's not that.
No.
It's Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. Not the good Wreck-It Ralph either, the new one with the internet jokes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That looks... What do you guys think about that, by the way?
The new Wreck-It Ralph
movie?
I laughed at the bunny joke at the end of the trailer.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny, but all the rest of it, I was like, oh, this is the Emoji Movie. Cool.
Oh, God. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Dark Souls Remastered. More information on that. We get to see gameplay of it on the Switch.
Woo!
I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's not going to sell as much. You know, there's already, it's like, oh, another port, right? But I feel like I might buy this on the Switch.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I'll definitely.
Just because I've never beaten it before, and with the amiibo, it's like, I'm really into Dark Souls, and I still haven't beaten any of the games, but this might be like my first opportunity to beat it on this console.
Yeah. I think the thing about Dark Souls 2 that works so great on the Switch is because the grind is so important. Like learning the different tells of the different guys you're battling. And like that's why for me, I love Monster Hunter World. I'd say Monster Hunter World is probably like my game of the year so far, but I find it increasingly difficult to sit down in front of my TV for 4 hours and like grind through to get armor sets. You know what I mean? It's like now in the age of the Switch where I could just take something on the go. I think that's why I've put like 200 something hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's because like when I'm on the bus or when I'm on the train or, you know, if I'm on a plane, if I'm traveling somewhere, if I'm on vacation, I have my entire library of games with me and I could just like grind through and play a really big RPG. Exactly. And so I think something like Dark Souls is going to do really well on this system. I actually would not be surprised if this does so well they port over the other Dark Souls games.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Like, I mean, with the amiibo, you can't put that to waste. Like,
yeah, the amiibo,
like an HD remake with all or HD collection, excuse me. That like that would be great.
Yeah. So you brought up the amiibo. We're getting a Solaire amiibo, which is I think the third party amiibo.
No, I don't actually. Because is Shovel Knight a third party? Does that count?
Yeah. Shovel Knight and Monster Hunter Heroes.
So that probably is the third party one.
That's a weird lineup.
It is. Yeah.
It gets people.
But I guess it's because maybe the bigger characters beyond like Bomberman have all already been in the Smash set, right? And Bomberman's not even exclusive anymore.
Yeah.
So. Oink, oink.
Yeah. Should we talk about that? Bomberman coming.
Yeah, I mean, you're the resident Bomberman fan, so
I love the new Bomberman. It's very, very good.
I just don't love that when I log online, I can't find people to play with.
Which might change on the PC version, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I imagine the PC version will have the biggest player base, and people on PC will probably have better connections than the Switch.
Doesn't it have like a Peabody character or something?
Yeah, you can play as Peabody.
That's pretty cool.
On the PC. You can play as Master Chief on the Xbox, and Ratchet and Clank on the PS4.
Cool.
No Nintendo exclusive character, for some reason.
When he gets thrown in the next Smash Brothers game, they'll put Mario in there.
Oh, please. Yeah, Dark Souls come to the Switch. I think it's gonna sell the best on the Switch.
I agree.
I think it's gonna sell, even with the with the amiibo.
Yeah.
People probably just straight up buy the amiibo just because it's Solaire. So.
Is this the first Solaire merch?
Officially, probably. I'm sure there's something on Fangamer.
Yeah.
At this point, I think it's the only official merch.
Wow. After that, they talked about the My Nintendo rewards. So when you buy a game, you get some gold coins, and then you can use those gold coins to redeem discounts.
I went on my account last night to see how that worked, and the thing that sucks is that it's only digitally, and I tallied the math, and you need to buy like 12 digital games that are like first party releases to get like your money's worth, really, if that makes sense. So it's something. You're getting a bit of a reward for supporting Nintendo, but I would have liked it if they added it to physical releases as well, kind of like with the old Club Nintendo.
I think it actually is also for physical, because I redeemed a bunch of my physical games.
Wait, how'd you do? I couldn't do that.
You put the game in your Switch, and then you press plus on it, and then it should say like My Nintendo Redeem. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that sucks. It's less coins.
What?
You get
for a physical version?
You get 300 for digital and 100 for physical.
Wow. That's so stupid. Why?
They're probably just trying to promote their digital sales a bit more, which I don't really see like a benefit to that, really.
I did notice, this is random and most people probably won't deal with this, but I did notice that you can actually register your games twice if you have a physical and a digital release. So like I got Splatoon 2 early because I was doing like a review for it, and I got a digital code. And so that automatically, when I downloaded it, like added digital points into my account. But then recently I did a stream with GameStop for like the Switch's 1-year anniversary, and they sent me along with the box like a physical copy of Splatoon 2. And so I was just like, oh, that's cool. And I put it in my system, and I was just like trying it out. Because at the time I didn't have like Splatoon downloaded on my system because I was changing over SD cards. And I noticed that I was actually able to redeem points for the physical one too. So you can actually redeem the game twice if you have the physical and digital, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I wonder if you can just keep redeeming physical versions if you have friends who also have the game.
Oh.
I wonder if you can just put your friend's copy in your Switch.
Yeah. I wonder if you could do that. Yeah.
Break the system.
That's probably why they're less.
Yeah.
We're on to your game, Nintendo.
After they're done talking about that, we got a big presentation on Mario Tennis Aces. They showed off a whole bunch of the new mechanics. It looks really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing that I didn't really like from previous Mario Tennis is that the thing that they introduced felt more like a gimmick than like an improvement on the games. Like, I love Mario Power Tennis, but the power shots were very gimmicky.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, very one-dimensional. You pretty much just use it, and then your enemy uses it.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I'm just... What I like a lot about Aces is if you compare... What was their last...
Ultra Smash.
Oh.
Yeah, when you compare it to that, it's a huge upgrade.
Huge. Yeah, we got like a story mode now. We got a whole bunch of new mechanics. We actually have more stadiums this time around.
Thank goodness. That's all I really wanted. I wanted like more stadiums, and then that and more characters, which we got the promise of with like those DLC tournament characters, which I think is cool. And it seems like they're going to be free DLC characters, like that are tied to the tournaments as prizes. So that's a cool way to do unlockables in 2018. You know, like we just had this conversation on the last Japan time about like how really things should just be unlocked from the start nowadays. It's like people don't have time to just sit down and like unlock everything. But if you do want to do unlockables, I do think this is a really cool way to go about it, because then everyone's like basically unlocking it up at the same time, and it's skill based, which I think is kind of neat.
I do hope it's forward compatible. I hope when the Switch Online eventually gets terminated, you still have some way to get these characters.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I also like the way they're implementing the Switch capabilities, like with the way you can just like angle certain shots and all that.
Yeah.
I loved that.
We can play...
I like everything about this, honestly.
Yes,
I like the motion
excited.
control, and it's me because I do not care at all about the Mario Sports series, like at all. I think the last one I actually liked was the GBA RPG. Was it a tennis game or a golf game? I don't remember.
It was the golf game.
The golf game. I liked that one. And I like have not really played any since. I played them at like demo events like E3.
Camelot's
and this is the first one
used.
I will get. I know they could make a new Golden Sun along with it. I'm right there with you, dude. I know.
But no, this is looking great for Camelot. Hopefully they do this for a golf game now, or even what I'm hoping for, a baseball game, because we haven't seen that.
Yes.
Or
but
even,
see, that's Namco's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Bandai Namco's baby. I hope we do get one at some point though, because I think the baseball ones are my favorite games. In the,
there's a ton of sports games like you can like even Strikers. What happened to Strikers?
Next Level started making Luigi's Mansion games. That's right.
Yeah.
And Federation Force.
Let's not talk about that. So.
I feel bad for that studio. That was like a 4-year project for them, huh?
Yeah. I mean, maybe if they had better character designers, then they'd be seeing more success. But
also, can we talk about Rosalina and Aces?
She's
and the weird Luigi headlines that have been popping up. You guys can just go Google.
What were those headlines?
Just Google Luigi. That's all you need to know.
That's right.
I'm very excited that we get to play with friends online this time.
Yeah, that's a good addition.
I don't know why Nintendo keeps making online games where you can't play with friends. I think it was like that in Battle Royale, Kirby Battle Royale. It was like that in Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. It was like that at the launch of Steel Diver Sub Wars. They eventually patched in friend
that
matches.
One was weird.
But yeah, I'm very excited about that. I hope also I'm worried that the gimmicks, how like the courts have different gimmicks, I'm worried that's only for the story mode.
I don't know.
I hope maybe once you beat that area of the story mode, you unlock the gimmick version of the court. I think that would be cool.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
because that'd be cool.
They talked. It was just like plain courts, no like hazards or anything, and then they talked about story mode, and then suddenly there were hazards.
Okay.
Wasn't that how it worked in the 64 game, where like you would play through some? I thought there was something where you unlocked the specialty courts. I'm pretty sure there was.
I can't remember a whole lot about 64.
It was like clay. Like they were just named different things, and like they were all set. Like
but they were
static.
like things. Like there was like the Peach Dome, and there was the Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, I think the Bowser's Castle was the only one.
Oh yeah, those are like story mode ones.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing that's really great from Power Tennis are the crazy courts. So I hope they bring those back into like the multiplayer modes.
That's the appeal, really, for Power Tennis.
Yeah. And then after Mario Tennis Aces, we got the announcement that Captain Toad is coming to the Switch with some new Odyssey-inspired levels.
Woo!
Please don't be a superly overly priced game, because I haven't played Captain Toad and I really want to get into it.
It's gonna be
full
40
price for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that like be able to walk into Target and see a $50 version of Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze next to the Wii U version, which will be on clearance for $5. I think that's a little bizarre.
But my only experience with Captain Toad is with the 3D worlds, and I liked the level design and like just the concept of Captain Toad. So hopefully with the new Odyssey inspired things, it's something I can like really get into.
Yeah, I hope there's a lot of Odyssey levels.
Yeah.
Fun.
One thing I also hope for this port is that they get rid of forced motion controls.
Oh, is that a thing?
In the Wii U version, gyro was on at all times, so you could move the camera with gyro at all times. It was really bad.
Yeah.
But moving on from Captain Toad, we got the announcement that Undertale is coming to the Switch.
Woo!
Nice.
And this was tied into the announcement that Game Maker is going to finally provide support for the Switch.
I think out of all of the announcements for that direct, aside for the last one, that was my most favorite announcement.
Game Maker support on the Switch.
Yep. Because there are a lot of really good games out there that a lot of people don't know about, like just indie games in general that are based off of the Game Maker 2 engine. That we could possibly be seeing on the Switch, and with the Nindies coming up, it might be
Rivals of Aether.
Yeah, it might be Rivals of Aether. That there's a lot of stuff that can be put onto the Switch, and it's a good market for them because a lot of kids can play those games. They're easy to play. They're not very big in size, so you can definitely play a lot of those games on your Switch. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the possible Game Maker 2 games coming on.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm kind of interested in getting Game Maker now.
I'm also just really excited to go back to the Undertale thing real quick too, beyond just Game Maker. I'm really happy that 8.4 is like doing all the publishing for it, because they've done stuff in the past, like for Monster Hunter. They've actually done those like really good RPG games on Game Boy Advance, like the Mario Golf one and the Mario Tennis one, and they're the ones behind Fire Emblem Awakening. So they actually have a really nice localization staff. Yeah, so it's nice to actually hear they're working on the port. I'm down with that. I like all those guys.
I hope we get the collector's edition that they got on the PlayStation.
See, I was holding out on buying the PlayStation version too. So I might just grab the Switch version.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I held out for this very reason because I knew this was eventually going to be on Switch. Because Toby, like, Undertale came from an Earthbound mod.
Yeah.
That's like how we got started making the game. So I felt like at some point it was definitely going to come to Switch. It was just a matter of when.
I'm very looking forward to it. I can't wait to play it again.
Maybe even some possible amiibo support,
Yeah, Amiibo would be cool.
We've seen Shovel Knight get it, so
dude, they make a Papyrus and Sans amiibo. Woo!
Well, I'm telling, like, as much as like a lot of people don't think it will happen, the amount of fan like exposure that game has gotten, it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah,
and specifically in Japan.
Yeah,
Japanese fan base is massive.
Is it really?
That game.
Yeah,
it's huge. Yeah.
That's
why I'm like, yeah, exactly. You know where I'm going with this. Yeah.
I feel like it'll be a matter of how well it sells, and whether or not they want to continue with more support.
We'll talk about that later on. In this podcast, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy announced for the Switch.
Man, I just remember tweeting about this when it came out. Well, you know what? I'm not getting this because it's going to come on Switch, and getting so many people tweeting at me being like, "You're so wrong. This is a PlayStation exclusive. Like, you wish this game was on Switch." I'm like, "All right, people, we'll see." And then now a year later, I went back to those tweets and I like added everybody and favorited all their responses because I'm salty. So
yeah, this seems like a Bomberman R situation where PlayStation got the ball rolling, but they didn't really help. Same way with how Nintendo got the ball rolling on Bomberman, but didn't really help with it. So yeah, timed exclusive for a year, and now it's coming to other platforms.
Gotta love timed exclusives. But I'm not a huge Crash fan. I didn't grow up with it, and I don't think it'll have any effect on the Switch.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. It looks kind of grody too.
Yeah.
It looks like Doom Resolution.
Did they mention anything other than that it's just coming out?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's just it.
No Skylander amiibo support?
No.
Crash and
didn't seem like it.
God damn it.
But one game that does have amiibo support is Little Nightmares Complete Edition.
Wait,
coming to the Switch.
What? Really?
Yeah. You tap your Pac-Man amiibo and then you get like a little Pac-Man hoodie.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I've never played this, but I wanted to, and now it looks like it's a good time to play it.
Yeah, it's a good game. I don't remember when it came out initially, but a lot of people started like, just like those games where someone streams it and then everyone just hops on it.
Mm-hmm.
It became one of those games, but it's a really good game. It's like, what'd you call it? Horror?
Yeah, it's horror.
Thriller. Yeah.
It's also a platformer, I think they said.
Yeah, it is as well.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Probably won't buy it.
Me neither. Those are two genres where I'm like, oh, horror and platformer, cool. Two genres I don't care about at all. Great, that's like.
Speaking of I don't care about, South Park coming to the Switch.
Yep, next one. Let's see.
No one cares? Okay.
Next announcement.
I mean, it came up pretty late. There's not much really to add to it.
I didn't keep up with it, but it didn't seem like it made as big of waves as the first one did.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, really.
All right. Next up was Hyrule Warriors release date coming out May 18th.
Cool.
Anybody?
I still have yet to play Hyrule Warriors.
It's very, very good, and this is like double the game that the Wii U one was.
I think I played like 5 minutes of the 3DS version.
Oh, why would you do that?
Yeah,
because I think I was at a friend's place and I decided to play it.
Yikes!
This is not that fun, and the FPS was like very staggering.
Mm-hmm. Was it original 3DS?
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh goodness! All right, so that's coming out. I think I might get it. I didn't get the 3DS version or any of the DLC, even like pre 3DS DLC. So I missed out on a lot. So maybe I'll pick this up instead.
Yeah, I might too. I need some Switch games for my library.
One thing that's disappointing is no new characters. I was expecting the champions.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Mm-hmm. But no.
Too bad. But they might add DLC.
I hope. I really do hope. Did Fire Emblem Warriors ever get DLC?
Yeah. In fact, they have like a full season's worth of DLC that's coming.
Oh wow.
Tharja's in it. Some of the older characters are going to be in it. I think they added Azura from Fates. There's a bunch of characters that are getting added.
I heard that game was good.
I love Fire Emblem Warriors. I really liked Hyrule Warriors when it was on Wii U. I think I played like 80-something hours of it. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked the Warriors games. Like I even like the One Piece Pirate Warriors games. I'm just like a fan of that genre. And then I got Fire Emblem Warriors, but it was right when Odyssey came out. And so like nobody talked about Fire Emblem Warriors. I was playing Odyssey.
Yeah.
I actually feel like Fire Emblem Warriors is the best one in the entire Warrior genre.
Wow.
Like I think the way that they translate the mechanics of Fire Emblem into the game, and then even like the support conversations, the weapons, the different weapon classes, the characters they added in. I know there's a lot of people who want them to have like greater representation of the older Fire Emblem games than the newer ones. But like, yeah, no Ike, but maybe DLC, who knows? But like, I don't know. I liked the cast a lot. And I even liked like the newer characters. I liked the story. I found it kind of engaging. And I love the history mode where you're playing through like iconic moments from classic maps in Fire Emblem history. So yeah, I like everything about that game. I really feel like that's one of the most underrated games on Switch right now. It's a shame that no one really played it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I don't really care too much about the Fire Emblem characters, so didn't really care to get it. Maybe I should.
You should. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, especially if you liked Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I loved Hyrule Warriors.
Because I think it's a better game, and I like Hyrule Warriors. So,
is there anyone that kind of plays like Sheik from Hyrule Warriors? Where she has like a bunch of different spells.
Oh yeah. What's her name? What's her name? Elise? Is that the name of the kid from Fire Emblem with the drills? who's like, I love my big brother.
Oh, from
on the back of
Fates?
the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has like a bunch of different spells and stuff that she uses.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look into that.
Camilla's the best, though. I just play as Camilla.
Next was an ARMS announcement. ARMS, of course, is not getting any more DLC, so this was just a online tournament announcement, which I think is over already. It might already be over.
I think it is. It was like literally the first week, like March 7th or something like the week of March 7th.
Yeah. So that's
Party Crash hasn't happened yet, though. They're doing a Dr. Coil versus Max Brass, I think.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
I haven't played.
I love that game, dude.
I love it too.
I love that game. It sucks that more people don't.
Yeah, they cut off support real fast for that.
Mm-hmm.
It shows how much they love Splatoon more than that, because we got a big Splatoon announcement in this direct. For starters, we got the announcement of new equipment and new maps coming to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Still no Flounder Heights, but that's fine. And we also got the first paid expansion, which is a brand new campaign featuring a playable Octoling. Yeah. It looks good. It's got, I think they said 80 levels.
80 levels, yeah, in the new single player campaign, plus like all the new equipment that they're adding for the Octolings, plus the new maps. There's a lot of content there. Plus, I love the designs of the new characters. Yeah. There's like the weird blobfish looking guy, and then there's like the blue crawfish mafia dude, and he's got like a suitcase filled with like happy little Labo stickers. They went all out with the character designs. And dude, I love the music in that trailer too.
Very, very good.
Like walking through the train cars,
with this expansion, it made me really want to pick up Splatoon. Because I still don't own it, and I was still on the fence of whether or not I should pick it up. But this really sold me over, and now I really want to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they announced maybe at E3 like a physical release of Splatoon, like 3.0 or something that has all the DLC built in.
Yeah, with an updated box art with the Octolings on it.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I'm happy they're throwing some love to the single player, because I actually prefer the single player over the multiplayer.
I enjoyed the single player for the first Splatoon.
Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. I like how the map reminded me very much of Dead Space. So I like those vibes. So yeah, it's cool.
I don't know if you guys played Let It Die.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, someone brought up it very much like Let It Die.
Exactly, Let It Die. Yeah.
Very cool aesthetic. I'm very excited. And you get to play as an Octoling, so that's cool. People have wanted that since the first game.
You have to beat the thing first to.
Yeah, you do have to beat it.
That's fine though.
Yeah. I mean, unless you don't like the single player.
Well, then you're
you just slog through 80 levels.
You don't deserve it then.
Yeah, you don't.
Whoa, jeez. Okay.
The expansion's free, by the way, right?
No, it's $20.
$20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
which is still really good for 80s levels of content and all that new equipment. So
it's not bad.
No.
It's nice that it's for the single player stuff and not the multiplayer stuff.
Right.
Oh, for sure. People would get furious if that was the case.
Splatoon's doing really well still, and that's nice to see.
That's why they're in the next announcement.
And even with the tournaments that have been happening, they're kind of growing in size.
Yeah, I watched one I think a week ago. Was it at the Canada tournament?
Yes.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, I legitimately enjoy watching competitive Splatoon, but I think there just aren't enough tournaments where people could actively watch it. But I do think that because of how popular it is in Japan and because of how much Nintendo's pushing it, if Nintendo was ever going to do a real esports circuit, that would be one of the first things on the list.
We're still not on that level from the Switch reveal.
Right.
That has not come to fruition yet. But we did get one more Splatoon announcement at the very end, and it's Splatoon coming to mobile. They start off with this really nice CG trailer. And no, it's Smash Brothers. It's Smash Brothers.
I can't wait to play my Splatoon Inkling mini games on my iPhone 4.
You joke, but I would actually like that.
Yeah, the music game, that'd be really cool.
That'd be so fun, yeah.
So yeah, we got the last announcement. I didn't expect it. I thought they were definitely gonna wait for E3. But Super Smash Brothers coming to the Switch this year.
Yeah.
I really missed the hype for this one because I was at work.
Yeah, I saw that.
My phone after all of it, and like I checked my phone the moment the trailer just finished, and I see everyone's freaking out on Twitter. I'm like, oh my god, I missed Smash, didn't I?
Oh man, that reminds me of like during the Brawl era, when they like sort of stealth dropped the Brawl trailer, because it wasn't during like the press conference. They'd done it during like one of those extra little things. And I was in school, and I remember sitting in the radio room because like I was a broadcasting student in high school, and sitting in the radio room on the computers, like looking at E3 announcements, and having just missed like Snake and the Brawl trailer, and seeing Snake and being like, "Is this a joke? Like what is this?" Like seeing Zero Suit Samus and Snake, I was like, "Yeah, there's no way. This is just some fake leak." And then right afterwards, going like on the official Nintendo website and seeing that, nope, that's the next Smash Brothers game, and just completely. And that was the era like before Twitter, so yeah, I think it's funny how everybody just unanimously blew up over this. I kind of had an inkling, no pun intended, that we were going to get Smash.
Really?
About 30 minutes before the Direct. Yeah, because somebody in the know told me there was going to be a big announcement. And they were like, oh, you should do a live reaction. Because I was planning on, I usually do like my live reaction. Like I'll record the stream and then I'll just like upload it later. But everyone was like, no, live stream your live reaction for this one. So I was like, all right, we'll see. Like, unless it's Smash Brothers, which I don't think it's going to be. Like, I can't imagine it being anything big unless it was like Fire Emblem. And so then when it was Smash, I still didn't believe it. Yeah, I still like when I ended up seeing the Inklings, I was like, I think this is Smash Brothers, but I don't want to believe it.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't want to get myself hyped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you watch my live reaction, you know I completely lost my mind. So
it was a very good reveal. Also, besides Inklings, we got Breath of the Wild Link in the game. Looks like.
Yes.
We also got Mario. Thank God.
Imagine Smash without Mario.
They just put in Luigi.
But Sakurai just comes up. He's like, "So we completely removed Mario for the chorus, man."
Yeah, but that's all we really know about it. It's got Inklings, Mario, and Breath of the Wild Link, and it's coming out this year.
Yeah, 2018. No, we don't know exactly when, just in the year, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a holiday release.
Yeah, people are saying that it might launch with the Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, that'd be a good setup for it.
Yeah, that does seem because what else is coming out this year? All the stuff that got announced during this direct. June is Mario Tennis.
Is Yoshi
July
this year?
Is Octopath. Yeah, and so is Fire Emblem, but we don't know anything about Fire Emblem, and we haven't seen Yoshi.
Yeah, I was really surprised we didn't get Fire Emblem in the direct.
I think that's what's happening kind of thing.
What's happening with that Pokemon game?
And Pokemon, yeah, we still don't know anything about Pokemon. Yeah, so
Pokemon,
I think E3 is going to be big for them.
Pokemon's slated for 2018 or later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm still pretty convinced that Pokemon's going to be like a big holiday game.
Yeah, either one of them are going to be a holiday game because like those are the big names that they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious then what they have for next year.
Well, next year's Metroid Prime and Bayonetta.
Oh, yeah, there's still E3 to come around. So
yeah, exactly. They got plenty of stuff for next. And plus, we were talking earlier, like they could do a Luigi's Mansion game.
They still have yet to do a Star Fox game for the Switch.
Animal Crossing, Pikmin.
Oh, Animal Crossing. Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of big stuff they can still do.
There's a ton of stuff.
Yeah. And that's like not even including new IPs.
Yeah, new IPs, sequels.
So yeah.
Man, just talking about that now just made me super excited for the Switch's future, man.
Dude, yeah.
10 years.
Good.
10 years.
Yeah.
So I think all of us here are pretty convinced that it's going to be a new game and not a port.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a new game.
Yeah. How much of a new game though? Is it going to have a different visual style? Splatoon 2 style.
I think we're going to get a lot of stuff from Smash 4, but I think it's going to be a completely new game.
Yeah, with the time frame that it was given, I don't see them recreating a bunch of new assets and all of that, and then have it released this year. There's definitely going to be reused stuff. I'm not exactly sure it's going to look the same as it is on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Because every game has different like UI styles and all of that.
Yeah, it'll have new menus.
Yeah, I think the game itself is going to be darker. Just based on like the way the trailer looks, it seems like the theming of this one is going to be like more like 64 and Melee.
Yeah,
they could like update the textures and stuff.
Yeah.
With Brawl, like they all share like their own different style. Like Melee had a like that blue purple look.
Yeah.
And Brawl had the white and black and the gray, and then Smash 4 was just like all over the place, really.
Smash 4 was rainbows.
Yeah,
Smash
really.
4's menus are literally the worst thing in the entire franchise.
I'm not a fan of them.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully it's a new game. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Hopefully, they do what a lot of people are asking for with new ranked modes.
Yeah.
And ladders. Hopefully they mix up a little bit with the mechanics.
Yeah, I'm curious what we want to see in terms of mechanics.
Well, I'm just hoping that they find a way to add something new, because they've always done that with every game. I don't want to get a rehash of the same engine.
Yeah.
And basically just be playing Smash 4 again on the Switch with new characters. Like I want them to at least add something new.
Yeah. I would like it to be a little bit heavier, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Like even the small things like that would be a good addition, just so that it mixes up the game at least.
Yeah. I'd like some type of single player.
Yes.
Like something single player would be fun.
Yes.
And I kind of would like a tag mode. We mentioned this on the first Japan time back, but like where basically you would choose your stock amount and then choose a character for each stock. And basically every time you die, you become a new character. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like no joke. Like
no, I know
it's
an awesome
great,
mode.
It's a great mode. It's a great mode. What I want to see come back is event mode. Pretty sure I brought this up in Japan.
Oh, event mode.
Time. No, but like Melee's event mode.
Yeah, like with DLC.
Yeah, like with some DLC that could roll out every so often. Like how like with Splatoon and ARMS and even Pokken just getting all these additional downloadable contents. Like it'll be pretty easy to roll that out for Smash.
Yeah. Definitely getting more DLC for Smash.
Like
I would say that's one guarantee with this game. Beyond the other stuff that we don't know about yet, we will be getting DLC for this game, and it will
whether
be for the life
it's
cycle
characters or something.
Yeah.
Do you really think it'll be life cycle of the Switch?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're not getting another Smash game. Yeah.
It probably won't come out as fast then. We probably won't get like 9 characters a year like we got with Smash 4.
Well, then again, if you look at what they did with ARMS, I mean, obviously they rolled out everything really quickly with ARMS.
Yeah.
But I could see like 3-4 characters per year, like a character every quarter.
3 or 4 that's like Overwatch style, so that's fine.
Yeah, exactly, which is cool. I would love this to be Overwatch style in terms of how they add content. Because Overwatch every month adds something new.
Yeah.
Whether it's a stage, whether it's a mode, whether
get
it's
a new
events,
hero tomorrow.
whether it's a character. Yeah. So I would love to see things in that vein for Smash Brothers, whether they add like new events or new characters or new stages or whatever. And I think they should take full advantage of the fact that Smash Brothers is like the best marketing tool they have.
Yeah, I was gonna say
a new IP or something, like throw a stage in.
I was definitely gonna say like with the way the Switch is, like the state it's in right now. If they follow a dev cycle that's similar to like Overwatch or League of Legends or something like that, it could definitely be like a huge moneymaker for Nintendo and even like the best Smash game hands down.
It could definitely be.
Oh yeah.
I think
I even think like with the new iterations of classic franchises that we'll get on Switch, I think like they might even save some of the secondary characters from those games and not make them playable right away. So like if you look at something like Animal Crossing, I think Villagers obviously a lock to come back, but I don't necessarily think we'll get like a second Animal Crossing character on the disc. But I think if we're getting an Animal Crossing on Switch and it's not happening this year, I could see them promoting that by adding maybe Isabelle or Tom Nook or something in as a playable character, like later in the future, or like a new character from that new game.
Yeah, do you think games like ARMS and Xenoblade 2 are maybe too new to get reps in Smash?
No.
No?
I think I'd say in terms of locks, because I think with Wii U, there were a lot of characters like Palutena and Little Mac, Shulk, Rosalina even, where people were like, oh, we're probably going to end up seeing them.
Yeah, there were some pretty obvious locks.
Yeah, and this time around, there aren't really very many. But when you look at the lineup of characters from the first year of Switch, and you look at how people have taken to them, the ones that really stand out, the 3 big like newcomers that to me seemed like locks before this trailer, are Inkling, Springman, and Rex and Pyra. Like those 3 in particular stand out as like, oh, we're definitely getting these.
You even have to look at how this was probably in development like maybe late 2016, early 2017, and those games are already being rolled out. So there's definitely the time frame where they could have just added them in, or they were talks of at least adding them in.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's far-fetched to say that they will be in this new Smash.
And if you look at like the release schedule for the end of 2018 too, you've got like the new DLC for Xenoblade coming out in December. You've got like they're not rolling out any more ARMS content, but I think they're still going to be pushing ARMS around the holiday season. Big new IP. Yeah, so I think if anything, we're going to get Rex and Pyra, and we're going to get Springman. I would love to see an ARMS character that's not Springman, though. I'd like to see Twin Teller Ribbon Girl.
Yeah, I want to see Min Min.
Min Min would be great too. Yeah,
my girl.
Honestly,
Min Min.
like they could add 3 or 4 ARMS characters, and I'd be happy. But I think a lot of other people would be disappointed by that.
Yeah.
So. But I'd be happy.
Do you think we'll hear about this again before E3?
I'm glad you bring that up, because tomorrow there's going to be a Nintendo Switch Indie Showcase, and I think there is I'm going to be streaming it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a strong possibility they end the showcase with the reveal of an indie character.
There is a chance.
Very small chance.
It's a small chance, but it's a big enough chance where I'm willing to wake up at 9 a.m. and stream.
I need to see a tweet that's from like Yacht Club Games that are like, you guys should really watch this today.
Wow.
Then I'm like, okay, Shovel Knight's gonna be in the game, but aside from that, there's not too many notable indie characters that have.
I mean, let's be real. The big game we talked about earlier, which I said I'd bring up in this segment, No More Heroes, is technically an indie franchise and has been shown in both of the Nindies for Switch that we've already had.
I'm pretty sure Suda even said like he'll hunt down Sakurai to get.
Yes, he
Travis
wants to put Travis in
but
Smash.
the thing is, Sakurai laughs every time he brings it up.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if they're really trying to push this No More Heroes game, even if it's a piece of garbage, ending the direct tomorrow being like one more thing, and then seeing a very similar trailer and seeing Travis in Smash. But
yeah, that's a good point to bring up. Adding characters to promote future releases.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think, like, for as much as people say, I want Shovel Knight, I want Shantae, like all these other characters, they don't have the weight that somebody like Travis does. And I would even argue that if they were going to...
Well, what are you talking about? Whoa. Let's go back.
I mean, if we're being real, like, I really don't think Shantae has the same weight as a character.
Okay, but Shovel Knight?
Yeah, you brought
up Shovel Knight. I'd say Shovel Knight and Travis are kind of on, like, an even
we should hold a poll for, like, 1,000 people and see who knows Shovel Knight over Travis Touchdown. Because I'm pretty sure a lot more people this day and age would know of Shovel Knight more.
I think more people would know Shovel Knight, I agree, but I in terms of
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I think he has more weight.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like, I don't see them wanting to put in a lot of indie characters in Smash. I just don't think that will happen.
Yeah.
I think,
and if I'm being completely honest, I would rather have Sans.
I think Sans has the most weight.
See, I'm like the complete opposite with you guys.
Nah, don't put Shovel Knight in there. If you're putting, because Undertale is huge in Japan right now.
Yeah.
They're bringing it to Switch. It was a big deal that they're bringing this to Switch. People love the heck out of Undertale.
I love this game.
And I think Undertale has, like, if you look at Shovel Knight, yes, people are still excited for, like, the King Knight expansion. And yes, there are Shovel Knight amiibos. But I think, like, Undertale has stood the test of time. And I think people still are talking about Undertale. And I don't know, man. I know, like, it sounds crazy to say, oh, I think Sands of Papyrus could be in Smash. But I really genuinely think Sans has a chance. I really, truly believe that.
Why do you think Undertale has stood the test of time?
Because it's a better game.
Okay.
I mean, just like plain and simple, it's a better game.
I agree with that.
I'm not saying Shovel Knight's a bad game. I'm just saying Undertale is better. Undertale was a Game of the Year level game.
I think Shovel Knight should maybe be in Smash over them, but I think Sans would break everyone.
He'd break the internet, yeah.
He would never recover.
That's
forget about Ralph breaking the
internet. That's where my issue lies. Like, a lot of people are going over. See, when I want a character, like when I think about a character being added to Smash, it's not so much about the notoriety factor. It's whether or not they'd make it a good addition to the roster.
Yeah, that's why Shovel Knight would probably make more sense.
So that's why when people like, oh, Sans and Papyrus should be in Smash, it's like, what will they offer? Like, it's
what?
Like,
what?
Okay. No. Like, I understand.
Dude, his side B, he would summon those giant things that shoot the beams at you. His final smash, he puts you in a box and throws you all around. Dude, like, Sans has so much potential. The Undertale cast in general has so much potential. And Shovel Knight, I might get flack for this, but I feel like in terms of indie characters, Shovel Knight might have more notoriety and I think has done more on Nintendo systems than Sans has because Undertale's not even out yet. But I think if you look at I hate to say this, but I feel like Shovel Knight's kind of an indie whore, right? They put him in a lot of indie games.
Like Ryu.
And
Ryu's in Smash.
Ryu. That's true. But I feel like, I don't know, Street Fighter is a much bigger franchise than Shovel Knight.
Yeah, true.
Can get away with that. Whereas Shovel Knight is just an indie character that they've put in a bunch of other indie games already.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I kind of don't like how they're handling Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Like, why is he in Yooka-Laylee?
He shouldn't be in that game. Yeah.
Most of that has to do with other. It's like a circle of indie devs just trying to support each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Meat Boy had a lot of crossover.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that end. But either way, I definitely would rather have Shovel Knight over Sans and Papyrus.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you though for a fact I'd rather have Travis, Sans, Papyrus, Shovel Knight, Spectre Knight, literally any of them over Shantae. I just don't want Shantae in the game.
What about Quote?
Oh, from Cave Story. That would actually. Oh. Honestly, I'd rather have Owl Boy than Shantae.
No.
I love Owl Boy. I know. I'm just saying it's a character I would rather.
What about Steve?
Minecraft?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I was actually joking about that, but that, like, they've released the Minecraft Switch edition, right?
Yeah, very early.
It's consistently one of the top-selling games on the eShop.
Yep, for sure.
And it's on Wii U, and it's on 3DS, and Microsoft has already said they to put a character in Smash. And everybody wants Banjo-Kazooie, and I think in a dream scenario, we get Banjo-Kazooie, and I think in a realistic scenario, we get Steve from Minecraft.
Honestly, with the Nindies showcase happening tomorrow, it's a showcase, right, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. It most definitely would not happen, but what would be cool would be a Nindies Smash version. So like Celeste.
We're getting that.
And like, wait, we are?
Indie Pogo.
What the hell is it?
Really?
It's an indie version of it's an indie fighting game, kind of like Smash Brothers.
Indie Pogo?
Yeah. I think it's got
Bit Trip Runner, Shovel Knight.
This actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, this does look cool.
Is this coming to Switch or what is this?
I think they did announce a Switch version.
What? This looks really fun.
Yeah, this does look really.
Yeah, it's in Game Maker, and I think once they announce the Game Maker on Switch, they're like, yeah, we're gonna bring it to the Switch.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd be totally cool with this.
Oh, it's got the dinosaur too from what's its But no, this looks cool. Okay, never mind.
Dive Kick? This is kind of neat, actually. Octodad.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually like I've seen a lot of games trying to make quote unquote indie rosters where they just add in characters from other. This actually looks like a legitimate like All Stars indie kind of thing because you've got Shovel Knight, you got Rivals of Aether, you got Freedom Planet, you've got Bit Trip, you've got Gunvolt, you got Octodad. This is actually Dive Kick. This looks pretty clean. I gotta say, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well then.
Yeah, we got it. There we go. We don't need Shovel Knight and Smash.
No, put him in Indie Pogo and put Sans in Smash instead.
Oh no. But to back up a little bit, should we talk about what's gonna happen during the indie showcase? Is Hollow Knight finally gonna get a release date?
Probably.
Yeah, that's like most likely to happen.
I've been waiting for it to come to the Switch. I've been holding out for it.
Have they been pretty silent about it, or were they teasing anything on Twitter or anything like that?
I don't know actually. I follow them. I feel like I should know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like it's been in the dark for a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a really crazy prediction, and I don't think anybody's gonna agree with me, and I'm gonna look stupid tomorrow. But you know what? Screw it. There is a game that runs on Unreal Engine 4 that doesn't necessarily look amazing, but it looks graphically good. That a lot of people are really hyped about, that's technically an indie franchise that I think could potentially come to Switch. We have not heard anything about this game in years. There was a successful Kickstarter and then nothing for a long time. And people are wondering why we haven't seen anything. I'm going to make the crazy out there prediction that we're going to get Shenmue 3 coming to Switch.
You're crazy.
That's I know, and I think people are going to laugh at me, and that's fine. But Sony is not funding them. It sounded like Sony was funding them at first for console exclusivity. It's not. I haven't heard anything about the game, and Switch is crazy successful right now, and the game doesn't particularly look all that impressive technically. So that's my guess. Maybe not tomorrow, but I think we're gonna get.
You said it's on Unreal 4, and I'm like, that definitely doesn't even look like it's on Unreal 4.
No, not at all. Yeah.
One thing I forgot was tweeted out was Devolver Digital.
Oh yeah, they're holding on their own little direct.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, not Devolver Digital. Tiny Build is doing a little direct.
No, Tiny Build's gonna do their own direct afterwards.
Devolver Digital retweeted the.
Yeah, Devolver Digital quote retweeted it with the eyes emoji.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, Hotline Miami. Maybe Hotline Miami 1 and 2.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
We'll probably get a release date for the King Knight expansion. That's supposed to come out this year, so I can't imagine they wouldn't have that.
Maybe they probably announced that like maybe at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about Devolver still, and I think Broforce is pretty likely.
I feel like Broforce is like pretty outdated at this point. I think most of the support is pretty much ended. I don't know if they were adding a lot more characters into that game.
Oh, Duck Game. I think that got announced for the Switch recently.
Duck Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 4-player shooter-ish kind of game.
It has a 10 out of 10 on Steam.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
All right. Any other last-minute predictions for the Switch showcase?
Honestly, I feel like the showcase is going to be a lot of just
ports.
Either ports or just straight-up announcements of new games.
Yeah, we did get a lot of that the last two.
Because with the last one, there was Golf Story and what was the other game?
No More Heroes.
Yeah, there was No More Heroes, Golf Story, and there was another game.
Steam World Dig 2?
No. Damn, I gotta look this up now. It was a pretty big. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was Celeste. Battle Chef Brigade. That was it.
Oh, that was announced there?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, I know those will, at least Golf Story and Battleship Brigade are pretty good. So we might be seeing some new releases that are hopefully going to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other indie games that have been successful in recent years that I think would make a good fit.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well,
one can
I was going to say, what's the company that makes Bastion? And what was the other game that came out recently? You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, Transistor, Bastion,
Supergiant.
Yeah.
Supergiant. I could see them bringing over their whole catalog.
Yeah,
I think they might bring over Pyre, Transistor, Bastion. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Here's an announcement that I know will probably happen. And if I don't get it wrong, if I get it wrong, I owe both of you guys $5.
Okay, cool.
Ooblets. Do you guys know what Ooblets is?
Oh yeah, Ooblets.
Yeah, Ooblets is gonna come to Switch. That's what I think.
Good. I hope so. I played that game at E3 last year, and it was a ton of fun.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Huh?
Is Cuphead an indie game? Okay.
Well, yeah, but
it's indie, but it's exclusive.
Exclusivity.
Okay.
Yeah, that would make me scream if they added Cuphead. That was one of my favorite games of last year. So if they were to put that on Switch, yeah, it would be over.
Right.
But yeah, that's definitely console exclusive for Microsoft.
We're kind of running out of time here, so I guess one last question: will we see any new amiibo in this direct?
Ooh.
And for who?
I don't know, because Nintendo's been rolling out some interesting amiibo choices, like the Detective Pikachu, like 6-inch amiibo is an interesting choice. But I'm probably gonna fall back on the Undertale amiibo. Would probably be a good sales.
Yeah. It does feel weird though, like if they just announced Undertale a week and a half ago, and then now they're like, oh, by the way, we're making an amiibo in the course of a week and a half, and they saved it for this. That would be kind of weird. I'm all excited for Ooblets now. I really do hope that's on Switch, because I forgot about that game until you guys mentioned it.
I've been following that game since it's
that game announced. Is so fun. Yeah, it was super fun. So I do hope that comes to Switch.
I think we'll be getting an Isaac amiibo.
Oh, I hope. Oh, please! If that gets announced, I'm buying. I'm like clearing out every local store.
A Binding of Isaac, to be specific.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I meant too, dude. Sure.
Because I think they teased that a while back. They like put up a prototype version of an Isaac
that would
amiibo.
Be a bad idea, yeah.
I just thought of another company that I think might show something tomorrow. Shinen, which makes the Fast RMX games.
Ooh, have they been working on something?
They've been working on something because they have nothing planned for this year right now. And Fast RMX was technically a port.
Yeah.
So I do think.
Oh my god.
They'll probably have something.
True.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
We'll probably see maybe a release date for Super Meat Boy Forever.
Yes, I was thinking about that, but I didn't know if it was or not.
Yeah, maybe that. And that's all I can think of.
Yeah, I think that pretty much covers like the big announcements, other than like.
Oh no! I just thought of something else. Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah, but potentially, or Dream Daddy. Dream Daddy's another one.
No, I think Dream Daddy's support has just completely ended. I don't think they've worked on it anymore.
Oh, you know what games would work really well on the Switch? Pretty much anything from the Behemoth.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
true. Yeah,
hit people, or even just like
Alien Hominid.
Behemoth, like a Behemoth games like collection would be really nice to have.
I don't think we've had a Behemoth game on Nintendo since Alien Hominid on the GameCube.
Yeah, which is sad to be honest. Actually, no, you're right. Because Castle Crashers.
We never got Castle Crashers.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they had
Castle Block wasn't on either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like as we're talking, I'm actually like, wow, tomorrow could be really cool.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of like really, really cool announcements.
Battle Block, Ooblets, and some cool amiibos is what I'm hoping for now. I'm not hoping for Shenmue. Shenmue 3 can go away.
All right, cool. I think that's it. Do you guys want to plug or something? I don't know.
Sure. You can find me anywhere and everywhere at Coastward. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you could find me at Rogers Base on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram, and on Japan Time with these two lovable guys I just talked.
Oh. All right. Thanks for coming out tonight. Let's go do Japan Time, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Have a good night.
Take it easy, guys.